Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me, which is what I have on my face here, on vacation. So I am on vacation right now. It's really sunny outside, so it's hard to see. I'm in Arizona and there's cactuses everywhere and I'm kind of obsessed with them. And it's just so beautiful and I wanted to share with you this experience of getting ready on vacation. So let's have a little look around first though, okay? On vacation in Arizona. I'm sitting outside, I'm about to get ready, and I thought I would just bring you along in the process. So today I don't really have like a ton going on. We don't really have anything planned. We're about to go get some coffee and some lunch here soon. We went on a nice little hike this morning, and so I just want something really basic to get ready. I'm not looking for anything like dramatic or crazy, just very simple. So I'm going to start off by priming my face. I'm going to be using the Bare Minerals Prime Time. Sorry if it's really, really bright. I'm trying to kind of sit in the shade but also have light. So, and if you can hear some water running, it's because there is a water fountain pool thing going on back there. I really wanted to get cactuses in the background because you can literally see cactuses everywhere. Like there's like 50 right in front of me. But the light wasn't really allowing it. But I'm going to show you around here in a few minutes because it is pretty incredible. Also, I bit my lip the other day, so if I'm talking weird or like my mouth looks weird, it's because of that. I bit it really hard and now it hurts really bad and I'm like trying to avoid hitting my tooth on it. It's annoying. For foundation, I'm going to be taking two different foundations. I'm taking my IT Cosmetics CC Cream. This is my favorite. And then I'm going to take just a little bit of this number 7 Beautifully Matte foundation because I like the way this looks on my skin. It's a touch light for me right now, but also I want to add just a little bit of extra like longevity to my foundation, where this looks great throughout the day. It does fine, but it can break down a little bit and it gets a little oily, so this number 7 matte foundation is quite matte and adds a little bit extra coverage. So I'm gonna just mix those two together. You can't even really see it, but I have the two foundations there, mixing them together. And I'm not using a lot of foundation, and I'm just gonna apply it to my face, dot it on. And I'm gonna be using my current favorite foundation brush, which is the Luxie Precision Foundation Brush. I got this in a BoxyCharm a few months ago and just totally love it. So my most recent video was the most disappointing BoxyCharm products that I've gotten in the last year. And in that video I said that I was going to be posting the best products I've received from BoxyCharm like next week. That was over a week ago. I'm sorry. I was trying to get ready for this vacation. We've been here for I've been here for like 4 days now. Greg got out here a day before me. We're in Scottsdale area right now. We flew into Phoenix. Greg had a conference going on here Monday and Tuesday, and we just thought we should just make a trip out of it. I've never been to Arizona, and so we just made a trip out of it. So I got here Tuesday. It is currently Saturday, and we head back to Minnesota on Wednesday. So we've got a few more days of vacation going on. I was hoping to get maybe a little bit of a tan. I don't think I have yet, but today I think is the day that we're gonna kind of just hang out by the pool. But our week has been pretty relaxed, nothing planned. The only thing that we knew we wanted to do, besides our normal, which our normal when we're traveling is just like hanging out at coffee shops and like trying coffee as many places as we can, and eating really good food. So besides that kind of plan, we wanted to go to the Grand Canyon. I had never seen it. Greg had seen it, but it's been a really long time, and so we did that, and it was beautiful. I'm gonna take some concealer, which the one I'm using right now is the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and it's in the shade Porcelain, which I believe is their lightest shade. And I'm not gonna go too crazy with concealer. Just gonna kind of do under my eyes a little bit. And then maybe just a few little areas of concealing. And then I'm just using the same Luxie foundation brush and blending that out. So like I said, today is Saturday. Tomorrow I am planning on going and doing some thrifting. I would kind of assume that Scottsdale and Phoenix kind of has some really good thrifting, and so I want to try it. The things I'm looking for are kind of like Western kind of things. I think I've kind of come to the conclusion that I think my style is like a little like 70s, a little kind of Western, and a little rock and roll or like edgy kind of. It's like a combination of those things. And so I'm wanting to go thrifting to see if I can find any of those things, because I feel like there's potential to find like some great cowboy boots or like some great like Western shirts or something. But you never know. So that's going to be an adventure tomorrow. I am planning on filming a thrift with me. We'll kind of see how it goes, but be on the lookout for that, I guess. Now to set all of that, I'm going to be taking my Glossier Wowder and, oh geez, it's so sunny. There we go, Wowder. And I'm taking another Luxie brush. This is the tapered highlighter brush. I really like this for setting powder, whether it's under the eyes or kind of all over the face. It just provides like a nice dusting of powder. And that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm not going in with any other like foundation powder or anything. I just want a little light dusting to kind of set things and hold them in place for the day, hopefully. So I'm kind of focusing under my eyes and then dusting it out. A little on my forehead. And then just a little bit down my T-zone area, so like chin, kind of, actually, kind of just everywhere. But just a light dusting. And then I'm going to skip bronzer today. I have been doing this technique with blush lately that I kind of did already, but just, I think this is a more refined version. I saw Wayne Goss do this like a little while ago, and I totally loved it. Okay, I'm gonna use that same tapered highlight brush. I guess I didn't bring like a small blush brush. And I'm going into this oldie. This is from e.l.f. It's their light blush palette, and you've got like four different blush colors there. I'm going to be taking this lightest color, and oh, actually I think Wayne called it like blush contouring or something. So I'm going to take it just right under my eyes a little bit. Not like under the under eyes, but just right at the top of my cheekbones and just applying it pretty lightly all across my cheekbone. So kind of like where you would put highlighter, I guess, but then also into my nose. And then kind of taking it into the temples a little bit. Across the bridge of the nose. And then all in the hairline. So I feel like this is maybe a little bit light. I am going to take this color here and just kind of do the same motions I just did. And then I'm also going to take just a touch of it on my chin. Make sure it's all blended. I'm gonna go above the brow because I just can't resist. And then I'm just gonna go over all of that with this Laura Geller blush. This is one of their Baked Blush and Brighten, and this is in the shade Tropic Hues. And so instead of highlight, I'm gonna go in with this, which is kind of like a highlighted blush. And I'm just gonna top everything I just did. It's gonna give you a little bit of glow, but a little bit more color. And then I just wanna make sure I'm really blending that out so it's not like a stripe across my cheek, but more like, looks like you just kind of got like sun-kissed a little bit. In which, if you don't know who Wayne Goss is, or you've never watched his videos, I will link his channel down below. He is fantastic. He's like an OG YouTuber, fantastic makeup artist, but like, he knows all of the tricks that actually like look good. They're not just like trendy, but they're actually like, hey, this makes you look way better. And so, I love him. I love his tips and tricks. And that's it for the face. I am going to set things. I'm going to be using the Smashbox Photo Finish, what is this one called? Serene Greens Primer Water. This was in the Boxy Luxe box from September, which I did get, and I quite enjoy it. But this went kind of everywhere, I think because it's a little breezy. So, there we go. That actually went on my face. But I have been loving this product. I like it as a primer, but I prefer something a little bit more like sticky as a primer because I want to like fill in my pores a little bit. But this looks fantastic as a setting spray and as a primer too. But yeah. For eyes, I'm going to be keeping it pretty simple. I'm going to start with a little bit of a primer. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Eye Primer. And I'm just going to take like literally a tiny, tiny bit of it and just barely run it on my lids. And for my eyeshadow today, I'm just going to be using this ColourPop Take Me Home palette. It's just like a little 6-shade palette. Very simple, very neutral. I'm going to start with this fluffy Wet n Wild brush and go into this lightest shade. And I'm going to take that all over my lid. Not like up to the brow bone, but just all over my lid. It just adds like a little wash of color. And take a little bit more and just kind of work it into the crease a little bit. I'm going to take this small little crease brush. This is from e.l.f. And I'm going to go into this shade here, which actually has a little bit of shimmer in it. I think it's called Sidetracked. And I'm just going to focus it in the outer corner. And then bring it into the crease. There is some shimmer to it, but it's like really subtle that I'm not too worried about it. Something I really appreciate about these ColourPop shades is that they are so blendable and like pretty pigmented, but just so easy to work with. I only have one other ColourPop eyeshadow palette, but it's all shimmers, like metallic shimmers, and so I don't really ever use it. So this was kind of like my first experience with ColourPop actual shadows, like that you could use normally, and I really like it. If you have a favorite ColourPop palette, leave it down below, because I'm always kind of curious as to like which one I would like. I've gone back and forth on quite a few of them over the last year or so, and just haven't taken the plunge. I do like that they are in Ulta now, That is my preferred method of shopping. And then using that same brush, I'm going to go into that lightest shade again, which that shade I think is called French Kiss. And I'm going to take this along the lash line, the lower lash line. This is a really light color, but it kind of adds like a nice base for like any kind of blending. And then I'm going to take, again, just a touch of that middle kind of shimmer shade and go in the outer lash line. And I'm going to kind of clean it off and then just blend things. And then again, using the same brush, because I really don't bring a lot of brushes when I'm traveling. I just kind of figure I can get by on whatever I have around. I'm going to take the Essence Pure Nude highlighter and I'm going to put that on my brow bone and my inner corner. Then with the inner corner, I'm actually going to pull it into my lid quite a ways. It doesn't add like a ton of shimmery look or anything, but it just adds a nice kind of wash of color across the lid with a little bit of shimmer. And then, because I'm feeling like those colors aren't super blended, I'm going to go back to that first Wet n Wild brush and just blend the edges of everything. I really don't want anything like precise looking on my eyes today. I just want it kind of a wash of color and a little bit of definition, but nothing too crazy. So that's going to be it for the eyeshadow, which, I'm sorry, I'm kind of trying to like stay out of the direct sunlight, but it's not happening great. For brows, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil, and I have it in the shade Taupe, I believe. Yeah. I'm not going to do anything, again, too precise. I'm just going to kind of brush it through my brows a bit to add a little bit of definition and a little bit of color. My brows are pretty light. And I am going to work on the tail end of the brows a bit. So the arch. And then just a little color. And then just taking the other side, which is a spoolie, I'm just going to brush through. I'm going to set them with the Glossier Boy Brow. This is my absolute favorite brow product. So good. Just adds some nice hold to your brows, a little bit of color, a little extra definition, but they just make them look super fluffy and full, which are not my brows normally. Alright, I'm just going to finish off with a few coats of mascara. I'm going to be using the Essence Lash Princess, and I'll be right back. So that's going to complete the look. I'm not even going to like worry about a lip because, like I said earlier, my lip has been really bothering me from biting it the other day. And so I'm just going to throw some chapstick on when I get to the car because I left it in the car. So that's gonna do it for now. But thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this get ready with me on vacation. Yeah, I'm excited to spend the rest of my day drinking coffee and eating food and hanging out at the pool. So again, thanks so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And until next time, bye guys.